Hi Guy, welcome to the first of what will hopefully be a long line of videos. Now this is a bit of an odd one. I was digging through the cupboards the other night and I picked up a load of When Games Attack DVDs and Gamesmaster and including the official DVD that came with Gamesmaster magazine for the last ever episode. I mean, I got that off the magazine about 20 odd years ago. I think it was about 97, 98, something like that. It's absolutely ancient, but I was watching back for a few of them, and then I started thinking, well, maybe I'll start doing some like commentary tracks to talk over videos. Now, just before we jump straight into it, I'm just doing a random one, but I've gone for the second episode of season 7. Like I say, I'm just trying this out. I've never done it before, so we'll just see how it goes. I think each episode is about 24 minutes long, so we'll see. Yeah, as I say, we'll see how it goes. Now, of course, in order to do this is quite funny. I mean, to think when these episodes are on, the sort of tech we've got access to, but we had access to back then compared to what we have now. I mean, I am now the only way I can do this recording, being able to watch the show, listen to it, and talk to you guys, because I can't do that with my normal video camera. I've had to use the Oculus VR headset, so I'm actually sat here on my VR desktop looking back into the 90s watching a retro show. Yeah, it's very bizarre, but anyway, let's fire it up and let's begin.
That's right, folks. Paradise Island.
You'll have to mind the quality, of course, but it's a really old recording. The old VHS lines right at the bottom. God, this show was amazing back in the day. I mean, there's been nothing like it since. I don't know why. I mean, it was such an awesome show and an awesome concept, and you just never. I mean, most of it came from this guy, yeah, Dominic Diamond. You know, he's absolutely fantastic, mad as a hatter. But I mean, look at that. You know? Hey, there he is, the Games Master. Oof, no expense spared on that set. Bloody hell.
Good evening and welcome to Gamesmaster, where
Cheeky
a
monkey.
man's work is never done. You know, trying to get the girls off their knees to do some hard work is like trying to get jokes out of a Shane Ritchie. Obviously, underwear is at a premium when you're on a desert island.
Shane
But I try to
Ritchie,
make sure
bloody
that
hell.
we meet each new day with a clean pair of pants. Unfortunately, washing takes its toll. For example, I can hardly fit into these now. Today's show is also...
I think this show was on quite late, I can't remember.
Police wrap their pants off with Parappa the Rapper. But we begin with an event we call Oi Bloke, fiddle around with my character.
Oh my god, definitely no expense spared on that.
With Mortal Kombat 4,
Is it
Pioneering
Teletubbies?
Outdoors, I searched long and hard to find 3 contestants debauched enough
Mortal
to take the
Kombat
game to a
was,
successful level. They have the show
Could never
video,
really get into this
demonstrating
as a
our fighting
series. I
skills,
always preferred,
understanding as many
going back to the original
special
ones,
and
Street Fighter 2.
After that, I will decide which challenger has made the most ghastly impression of
I
you.
think this was about
And my
96,
decision is
97 when this series was on.
Ferreting around the motherboard of Mortal
Series
Kombat
7, I
4
mean.
today, please welcome Mark Griffin, Mikey Pascoe and Neil Fardin.
I have no idea who those people are. Oh, they're just not guests or anything, I don't think.
All right, Mikey. All right,
Nothing
Neil.
special.
Now, Mark, first of all, we've had you on Gamesmaster before, haven't we? Yep. A couple of years ago, if I remember correctly, you had just been chucked.
Yeah,
And we tried to get you a new girlfriend.
yes indeed.
Do you have a girlfriend now?
I do.
That's the beauty of television, that's the wonder of this show. Mikey, now you repair stuff by trade, but you like to do a bit of DJing in your bedroom.
Oh yeah, man.
What kind of stuff then? Do you cut? Is that the right word? Do you cut?
Yeah, man. Cutting, scratching.
DJ, I wonder what he's doing now.
Just you sitting in your bedroom, maybe
Yeah.
your woofers.
Get cut with my mates.
Hopefully not still in his bedroom.
No, DJs have got names and everything. What would your name be?
Just Mikey P, man.
DJ Mikey P?
Yeah, man.
I like that. That's good. Neil, you said this is your very first scaffolder that we've ever had on the show. I've got an interest in scaffolding. I've participated in the building of many erections myself. What most appealed to you about scaffolding?
Oh god.
The money.
Dominic, definitely.
That was
A lot of money
terrible.
involved?
Fairly, yeah. Pays well.
And do you still do any of it now?
On and off. It's not something I want to continue doing, but it pays the rent.
Have you come to terms with the absence of scaffolding in your life now? You feel you have safely
To a
left?
certain extent, I have, yeah.
Was it a wrench?
To begin with, but I've got used to it now.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, I only hope this challenge will help Neil come to terms with his non-scaffolding life now. Guys, would you like to go and take your places by the machine? And I'll
There we
take a look
go.
up the comments box. You watch your Gamesmaster on Channel 4, there's many shows on the station, only one of them will give you the magic.
No
of
Dave
Mr. Derek
Berry at
Lynch
this
from
point.
Local Wonder Parks. Hello, Derek. Derek, now, we're on Mortal Kombat 4. By the year 2000,
He'd
we're
well
going to be on
stormed
Mortal
off, I
Kombat
think,
10,
at this
or are
point.
people getting tired of beat-em-ups?
Tell you the truth, Dominic, people will never get tired of beating us.
Really?
Yep.
We can say
They'll
that.
be
20
here
odd years
2000.
later,
Alright,
people
will
are
you
still
be
mad
here
for
2000?
him.
Of course.
What will you
And
be
way
doing?
beyond.
What will you be doing in the year 2000, Derek?
Probably be flying a spaceship of some kind.
Flying spaceship? Where did that one come from?
My
Now,
God.
Derek, if we can get back in touch with reality for a second. Now, the guys have got to find the best moves that they can on Mortal Kombat 4. What's your advice?
What an awesome
Well, I
cab
think what they
design. I've
should
never
do
seen that
is
before.
Try some of the commands they know from Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, and do some slight variations on those commands and see what comes out.
Okay, then, thank you very much for now, Derek. Now, Mark has started already playing. Let's take a look and see how he's getting on. Okay, Mark is playing as Sub-Zero on the right of the screen. He's trying some of the old moves from the previous games, Derek, as you said.
That's right. Some of the old classic ice techniques there, some throws.
Nothing really sexy
It does
yet.
look fairly good.
Nothing special.
We're going to leave Mark playing just now. Hopefully he'll come up with something super duper between now and when you finished watching today's news.
This will really date us.
Sega, once a giant of the home console market, have taken something of a battering recently, with Saturn sales looking decidedly ropey. But Sega aren't out of your ring yet. Rumours abound that their next console will make the N64 look like a small root vegetable.
The dream
Hand-spinning arcade games like Lost World, Scud Racer and Virtua Fighter 3, which use Sega's Model 3 technology, will appear on the new machine codenamed Dural, and it should dump on the opposition.
You're a
But
little
it
kinky
didn't.
devil, aren't
Whoa.
you?
Proof that appearing on Gamesmaster can send your career into orbit
Joe
is provided
Guest.
by Love Bites,
Bloody
a
hell.
CD-ROM featuring last week's celebrity Joanne Guest. The title is a kind of Tamagotchi for your PC, with Joe as your very own virtual girlfriend. You'll be rushed off your feet mowing the lawn,
My God, damn.
taking her up the wrong end of town,
Yesterday's
going to
paid
discos,
free
and cooking her
models.
lovely scrumptious meals.
I don't feel very well.
I might try and download that later just to see what it
Gamesmaster
actually
website is
like.
holding its very own Quake Clan Championship, in which rival teams of Quake players can smack each other about. If you're already part of a clan or reckon you can find a few mates, log on to our website to register. Qualifiers and quarterfinals will be played over the coming weeks on Quake, while the finals will be held on Quake
wonder what
2
that web
at the
page
Shooting
looked
Star
like back
Internet
at the
Cafe
time.
in London.
And we're back.
Okay, we have got Mark, Mikey and Neil. They've got the duration of the show to find the best moves on Mortal Kombat 4. They've ordered a quick
It's a bit
shot
of a
and we've got
boring
couple of
challenge,
decent
to be
ones
honest.
Already, we've got. Let's take a look at one we've just recorded from Mikey. Now,
Yep.
Mikey is playing as Jarek, the bloke on the left of your screen with a bad waistcoat, and he whips out a massive mallet, Derek.
That's right.
Oh.
Not scorpion flying.
That's
That is
an
one serious
amazing
weapon.
background, I'll
Yes,
say
we've
that.
got
That's
weapons
pretty
in
good
Mortal
fire
Kombat 4.
effects.
That's right. The characters have got secret weapons, and you can actually find them.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can. Don't apologise, you can quite literally find them. Now, okay, we're going to take a look at Neil.
I quite like this
so far.
guy.
This is what we've recorded from him. Playing as Quan Chi, that's the skull guy, and it's a top green skull projectile situation, Derek.
That's right. He's launching that green skull, much like a fireball from Street Fighter.
It is, that's a good move. We can see it in the slow-mo replay there. Like Street Fighter, but a little bit more sick. I think that's the one. Right, okay, we're going to go to Mark now. He's playing as Chinook here. Now, Chinook in this game can take on the other players' powers, like Shang Tsung in the previous game. It said he doesn't have to change his
I don't know
ability.
about
See
you
him on the
guys,
right-hand
but
side there, Derek.
fighting games for me, they never really...
Invisibility.
I never really got into them, and I remember as a kid, it was a mate had
Okay, he's found another one as well. Another example
Street
of
Fighter
something
2 on the
else.
SNES, and we were absolutely obsessed with it for a couple of years. It's all we would play, but I don't know why. I I think, and maybe all the other follow-on games I played after were just never as good and never really got into them, so I just sort of drifted away. And I mean, I dabbled back with Street Fighter 4, but I just didn't like it, and I'm well past fighting games now, because I'm actually an old man, so...
Now, this next challenge,
There we
on
go.
Parappa the Rapper on the PlayStation,
Hey!
reminds me of my own days on the streets. And so I decided it was about time I tested the mettle of today's ambassadors of funk.
Now this was an amazing game.
Guide young Parappa to the first level of the game.
Mad as
Take his hand
anything.
to rap with sufficient eloquence to finish with a good rating or above. So my contestants will have to press those buttons at exactly the right moment to avoid being dissed by their high-kicking onion instructor.
Now, thanks to today's guests, we have a brand new rap district on planet Earth. We've already had Compton, Los Angeles, Brooklyn, New York. Now, from Rochdale, Lancashire, please welcome DJ Oddball and Mush from Cali.
I was a teen at the time, and I have no idea who that is. My God, he come up with this idea for his set. It's the best one we ever did. I mean, look at it, it's fantastic.
Welcome to the show, DJ Oddball. Welcome, Mush. Now, I was lucky enough to see you guys play live a couple of months ago. I was impressed by a couple of things. The single Sands of Time, which is out now, and the sheer largeness of your trousers. Now, what is it? Why are the trousers so large?
You see, sometimes when we're travelling...
Strangely, that's still a thing.
The group in here, like, there's actually the other two members in here at the moment. So,
Someone told me that I was going to grow into it.
There's no enormous concealed web.
At least they can laugh about them.
Like I've got in mind. Now, Mush. Now, I mean, these are the things that you get from the record companies and everything. You're never quite sure if they're true, but we have been told that you are in contact with alien life forms.
Yeah. Well, it's just like a few times I've been out and I never remembered what happened. I just woke up in my bed in the morning.
There could be other explanations.
So I got like marks like I've been tampered with and stuff like that.
And okay, while we find out exactly who has been tampering with Mush,
This must have
we're
been
gonna
on
take a
After the
commercial break. Remember, in
Watershed.
the second half of the show, as well as Cali, we are going to be going to the conclusion of our Mortal Kombat 4 challenge. Lots of men trying to find hidden moves, along with Derek Lynch. See you in a second.
There's no adverts, I'm afraid.
Welcome back to Gamesmaster. 3 ardent Mortal Kombat players are playing under the watchful guidance of Mr. Derek Lynch to try and get the best moves possible before the end of the show. Before we check on that, it's time for our special guest, Khalif, to have a dose of Parappa the Rapper. I'm joined in the co-commentary box by Mr. Kirk Ewing.
That is
Kirk,
one
please take off
massive.
that stupid
What is
head.
that all about?
Kirk, I said take off that stupid head.
The jokes keep coming.
Now, Kirk, you are a massive Parappa Rapper fan.
All praise to Parappa. It's the greatest game of the decade. Absolutely adore it.
You even know some of the lyrics off by heart.
Don't get cocky. It's going to get rocky. We're going to move down to the next judge jockey now.
Oh dear.
You've been holding on a normal size joypad.
Yes.
The guys are playing it on an unfeasibly large one. Is that going to cause problems?
Well, I've always found that using a large one or having a large one does cause problems sometimes. But
In built-up areas.
In built-up areas. But I think that, you know, these guys are professional rappers. They know their stuff. And,
I wonder if
they're
those
gonna be able
kids
to do it.
actually knew what they were laughing at. I know it's a laugh track, but very ropey.
First stage of Parappa Rapper on at least a good rap rating. Rap rating?
Lap
rating.
licking.
Thank you. Best of luck, guys. Off you go. Okay, the left-hand side is your rapping instructor. He's going to tell you what to rap, and you've got to follow.
I wonder if this ever was like an arcade game or anything, because it'd be...
Just follow whatever he does, and then you
Well, they've played on a massive pad, so I can imagine something similar having happened. I don't know if maybe it happened in Japan or something, but answers in the comments below if you actually know.
Good start now. They're up to to good rapping level already?
That's what you want to keep about the good there, right? You just see it flicking up to cool. What they're doing is they're pulling off some extra moves rather than just the one that's been shown. Every time they do that, they'll bump up to cool. If they stay on cool, they get a bonus level.
They're showing off, basically. Yes, the L's, the R's, the squares, the circles correspond.
And that was a great thing about this, the graphics. I mean, that stands out fairly well even to today.
They've got the skills. That's where
Sharpen it up a bit, HD edition, good to go.
It's getting harder now.
Yeah, just building up with a couple of extra moves there.
It's getting very tough now, Phil.
But they're staying at good, or
Oh, the bad's flickering in the bottom right corner of the screen. They've got to watch that, Kirk.
If they miss one, they slip all the way down. Things actually
Come on, guys.
The music's starting to change as well, so things are going a bit wrong for them.
Oh no, they're rapping back, Kirk.
What is going on with his hat?
Well, just picked it back up.
Back up to good.
There's a nice moose. I like these little London guys at the back here. They're quite attractive.
It's a very nice one. Now, is this the final part of this stage now?
This is the last lesson. Lesson 4 is the final part. You can see it's starting to build up. So there's quite a few combinations now.
Okay, they've done it. They're rapping good. It's flashing up the cool, Kirk.
What am I watching?
Cool, then they do get that free-form rap section, but I mean, just getting good is enough to win the game.
Okay, then they're very near the end of it. They're rapping good. It's very tense.
They've done it.
That's it. Yes, that's it. That's it for the day. The master announces that Khalifa passed the Parappa Rapper test. They've won the challenge.
They've won it.
Come on down, guys. Now, guys, it looked a bit dodgy at one stage, DJ Allball. At one stage, your rapping went down to bad.
Sometimes, you know, you just miss a word halfway through, but we got over it.
Could you have been better rappers if, say, this game was introduced at school level?
Definitely. That's a good thing about it. It's like, now at Christmas, I want my niece and the nephews climbing all over me. I could just say, here you go.
It's a classic piece of education and software,
definitely.
Isn't it? And finally, Moosh, I do have to ask, why are you wearing a pair of pants on your head?
Just remind me of something that's very close to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of our Gamesmaster Golden Joystick for show number 2, Khalif.
I'm glad he picked up the hat.
Yet more hardcore action still to come
It is
on
a
this
classic
show.
quick shot joystick spray gold.
Mortal Kombat 4. So let's go over to someone else who talks a lot of rap. Mr. Derek Lynch, how the guys doing?
Well, Dominic, since we were last here, the guys have found some great moves. Let's take a look at them. Yeah, Mikey's found Quan Chi's mate, picks it up. Now, in the new Mortal Kombat 4, you can actually pick up the weapons of different characters, and he's using it there to great effect. Well, Mark playing as Reptile discovered some breakers. Each character has their own breaker.
I wonder what the modern
uses Reptile and breaks
version number of this is up to
Here we
now.
go. Neil has found the first
6,
fatality
7, 8.
of the event. Playing
Probably
a
10 by
Scorpion,
now,
whirling
even.
around Fujin, whirls him around and throws Fujin into the fan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lynch. Well, I reckon that with that fatality, Neil has edged it slightly ahead. They've still got a couple more minutes, though. We're going to show you the remaining moves, but in the meantime, you can take a look at today's reviews.
Let's see what was
We
put
have
at
a
the
couple
time.
of racing games today, beginning with Screamer Rally on the PC. It features courses that take you from the endless sun and deserts of Arizona
Never seen this
to
before.
Wales. But life being what it is, however, you will need a 3DFX card or people will point at you in the street and laugh.
There's an awful lot of driving games around at the moment, and Screamer Rally is one of the first to use some serious 3D technology with your PC, and the effect is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, I know what you PC owners are really like. You're all closet console fanatics, aren't you?
I might have played this. This is the one that I was out around the time of the Voodoo FX 2 card.
Absolutely gorgeous game. The textures are beautiful,
remember.
the colours are there, and the choice of locations are superb. Bombing through Italy, China, through the countryside, it's all very, very picturesque.
Music is quite an interesting feature with this game because it's quite contemporary. You've got some rather nice storming drum and bass tunes involved.
I will
You've got
say,
nice
it doesn't
squeaky bits of
half look
techno
that bad.
thrown in around the edges, which definitely pumps some adrenaline
Oh,
through your
especially
system.
that snow
This is
scene,
definitely
bloody
going
hell.
to hook up with some friends, link the things together, play the game as a multiplayer, and thoroughly enjoy.
Next up, a Lamborghini 64, which is quite apt because I have 64 Lamborghinis. It's an attempt to make up for the lamentable cruising USA
definitely
and has time trial,
played this. I think it was terrible with awful floaty cars.
The N64 desperately needed a top-class racing game to seal its reputation. This is definitely not it.
Yeah, it's
I was
terrible.
playing this game with a friend of mine the other day, and his comment was this: it's like trying to drive a car with a sack over the windscreen. Not very good at all.
One of the major problems with this game is that when you're racing, you don't actually feel as if you're competing against other cars. They're either so far behind you that you never catch up, or stretched out far in the distance away from you.
The controls are too sensitive. It just doesn't handle right. You never get the feeling that you're actually driving a real car.
The key to a good racing game is gritty realism.
It looks
The car
terrible
has
as
to be
well.
fast, the landscape has to be beautiful, and there should be crunches, thrills, and spills. Basically, Lamborghini 64 feels like flying through a cloud on a milk float.
55 quid, bloody hell, yeah. And 64 prices back in the day.
Okay, the guys have stopped playing at Mortal Kombat 4 now, but we've recorded the best moves they managed to come up with. Let's take a look at Michael's first of all. We've got 3 moves to show you here. First of all,
I'll have to say, you know, this has gone incredibly quickly.
Because he's the god of wind, Fujin. I know you thought it was.
I mean, it's not been a fantastic episode, but it's had me laughing a fair few times throughout. It's always been a great show, this.
Right, a second good one. This is Fujin again. Now, this is an actual gun here, Derek. Is that kind of laser crossbow?
Some kind of laser crossbow. That's right, laser crossbow.
Nice.
In the air.
Now, that's great. Another new thing as well for Mortal Kombat 4, projectile weapons. Okay, now we have a fatality from Michael Liu Kang's dragon fatality. Turns into a dragon, bites Sub-Zero, whoops him around! Absolutely horrendous there, so wasn't it?
That was just
Gross.
gross.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay, let's move on to Neil's final couple of moves that we managed to record. Start off with Scorpion's 4-hit combo against Fujin using heart wounds and arm breakers. Talk us through it, Derek.
1 with a harpoon. 2 arm break.
No, that's gruesome.
3 harpoon again. 4 arm break.
Right, okay, Sonya's rotary blade weapon against Tanya. Next on the classic MK first level, top slicing action there. And a kick for good measure.
Spinning blades. Straight in there to Tanya. Very painful indeed.
Too sure about that blood
Finally,
effect.
Chinook here. This is a great one. Chinook's skeleton hand squeeze fatality against Raiden. Look at the size of that hand. He's a little bit constructed there, and he just loses his head entirely.
Skeleton hand
It's a
coming out
tight grip.
and the head just pops out like juice out of a lemon.
Exactly, right. Okay, we've seen Michael's, we've seen Neil's. Let's
Oh my
watch the marks
God.
remaining 3
This
now.
kid's watching.
Okay, first we're going to see Sub-Zero's 7-hit combo against Quan Chi. Freezes him first, then goes in for the 7 hits. Fantastic display there.
Okay. Punch, breaks the ice, kick. Another punch, breaks the leg.
I'm tempted to go and have a look at this on MAME. It does look
Slide.
pretty good.
Sweep. Another slide.
Devastating. And nearly got the 8 there as well. He went for the 8 but just missed it. Devastating nonetheless. Now we've got a Raiden's electricity explosion fatality against Liu Kang, a move pioneered by my gran. And the head flying up at the end there just to get on camera.
There you have it. Raiden uses his full electric force, a powerhouse of electricity. Absolutely incredible.
And still manages to keep his hair quite nice throughout. Okay, finally, it's Tanya's explosive kiss fatality against Raiden. This is one of my favourites, this. His legs are funny, his head twists down, and oh my God! He's been mangled.
What an amazing
Boom!
kiss. Completely disintegrates in mid-air.
And you've known a few women like that in your time, Derek, haven't you?
Yes.
Okay then, right, you've now seen all the
This guy needs his own show.
Let's go over to Gamesmaster for a final adjudication.
Never before have I witnessed such an exhibition of blood-curdling carnage. Your mother's not very proud. Nevertheless, a decision must be made. And it seems to me that young Mark has proved to be the most ruthless and skillful of tonight's contestants. It was he who discovered the largest number of fatalities. Congratulations, Mark. Sick and
Got a winner.
twisted you may be. The golden joystick is yours.
So congratulations, Mark Griffin, you are the winner. Last time you were on, you came third in the Killer Instinct combo, so that's not bad. You have improved.
Well, guys, we're coming to the end. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a bit of an odd one to do before. I've never really done commentary over somebody else talking in a video, but yeah, like I say, comment below if you like this. I'll do some more of them. It's been quite enjoyable.
Now, my favourite fatality was the dragon one. I liked that. How does that work?
I have to keep that secret, you know.
Okay,
it's a mystery.
Toy with me, TJU. Now, finally, Neil, with the tattoo, scaffolder extraordinaire. My favourite one of yours was the big skeleton hand. How did you pull that off?
That was just a case of wiggling my stick and banging my knobs.
Right. Well, we always like to bet ourselves on this show. This is a very fine lesson for kids out there, because a couple of years ago, Mark Griffin came on the show and came third out of 3 on Killer Instinct. He worked hard, he studied at school, he came back, and he has now won the Going to Gamesmaster joystick, Mark Griffin!
I wonder if he's still got it. Pretty rare them now.
2 weeks on there, and already we've done our second show. That means there's only 8 more weeks until Channel 4 becomes less fun than standing on a wet patch in the kitchen wearing only your socks. See you later.
Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time.